Okay, y'all, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation when it comes to how I ended up choosing the fabric, how I even ended up choosing the style, and what led to me receiving that like dress that was completely different from what I wanted her to do for me. Now let's start. So basically, I wanted to wear like an African dress for this Eid because most Eids I just wear abayas, and I was like, you know what? Let's use the same material, and just everybody choose their own style and wearing the same material, something like that. I don't know if you understand my point of view, yeah? But same material color, same material, just different styles, you understand? That was what I wanted for my family. So I decided that, okay, that's what we're gonna do. Tried to make inquiries about materials and stuff like that, but listen, I have no clue when it comes to the different materials they have out there. I don't know. I'm just reading your comments and I'm seeing Gesne, Basen, and is it Bamako? I know Bamako. I don't know it per se, but I've heard that name before. Not gonna lie. I've heard the name before, so I'm not gonna lie that I actually know the material. Like, no, I don't. I don't. Like, you can sell me anything and I won't even know which is which. Yeah? Asked one of my friends to help me out, like find someone that sells good like African materials, or let's say original African materials. You understand? Yeah, or fabric. So basically, unfortunately that friend wasn't able to help me because she wasn't well, and then plus she was really busy and stuff like that with her studies. So her sister ended up helping me out. So they showed me this material, and like the color, I was just into the color. I was like, oh my god, I love this color is what I want. Like, it was a purple material initially, yeah. But however, we tried to place an order with the people. Unfortunately, they were like, "Oh my god, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to get that the amount of fabric that you would need. So you have to choose another color." You understand? So I ended up going with green, and then I did choose the purple for my mom, for my parents. It was time to go pick up the fabric. I literally asked several times. I asked the person that was going to pick up the material to ask the people that were selling it if it's original. Because in my mind, I don't really know that much about materials. I have no clue. I mean, fabrics. I have no clue when it comes to fabrics and stuff like that. I feel like that's on my end. I need to try and learn like different fabrics. But I actually feel like if I ask you if it's original, you're meant to, like, especially when I'm spending that amount of money. I feel like you can at least be honest with me, because at the end of the day, if the person was honest to me in the first place, I wouldn't even have taken it personal the way like I'm actually pissed off about the whole thing. Yeah. The person selling the fabric ended up telling me that it was original. Yeah, definitely, it's the best. It's original. Yeah, good. Okay, so we got the material, and then later on, I sent the money to the person. Let's get to the part where I ended up choosing the tailor that I was hoping that will make my dress, and like my sisters and my brothers. So at first we wanted to go with another person, but then I asked for the person to send me like the work they've done before. But when the person sent me photos of what they've done before, I wasn't really impressed. So I was like, you know what, let's go for another person. Let's look for another person that can do it. At that time, it was like probably the 17th, not the 17th of Ramadan. It was like, or like 14th maybe of Ramadan, yeah. And we ended up going with the lady that did my dress. Yeah, I made my dress. But the thing is that before I decided to go with her, I asked her several times. I even told my the person that was helping me out, like find someone to do to make my dress. I asked her to show her the photos of like what we wanted, and I asked her if it was gonna work with that material, and she said yes. And now when I asked her, she was like, "Oh, but no worry. Eh, but I mean, don't tell you. Let me work this as I be do this work here. So as I be like they work this one stuff, you know it. Me had advice because initially the person that wanted for her to do my dress or to make my dress, the person told me that she has to do like, I don't know how you guys call it, but it's like planting. So I don't know how you guys call it. Like you, I don't even know, but like, you know that they plant this, yeah, good. And she was like, nah, then like that's what I'm gonna have to do. But then this other lady that made the dress at the end said she's not gonna do that. She needs to beat the dress, and I actually wanted her to beat the dress, yeah. So she was telling me all the things that she's gonna do, and she was like, you know what, all your dresses need a corset. So definitely we need to get a corset, yeah? Corset. I was like, okay, that's fine, that's okay. And she charged me. You know, definitely I have to negotiate when someone gives me a price. I was like, you know what, please reduce the price a bit because I really want you to do all the dresses for me, including I want you also to do my dad's gown, my brothers, and then my sons as well, yeah? So I was like, yeah, like try and reduce the price a bit for me. And she was like, oh, okay, that's fine. pull, is it 100 leons? 100 leons. Yeah. 100 leons or 200 leons per some of them. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Cool. Yeah. This woman, I end up for telling, I told her like later on that is there any way I can get the dress a bit early? Because the thing is that someone is traveling from Sierra Leone to the UK. So is there any way you can do the dress like real quick so that we can receive it on time? Yeah. And then okay, initially she was meant to give me the dress on Monday, but then I asked her if there's any way she can give the dress to me on Saturday because the person was traveling on Sunday. And she was like, okay, that's fine. So that was our arrangement, yeah. So in other words, I asked her if that material is gonna work for the style that I chose, like the fabric was gonna work for the style that I chose, and I also asked the people that sold the fabric to me. I asked them if it was original, and they said yeah, that it's actually original. I don't know the difference between Basen, Gesne, Wall. I don't even know Bamako. I don't really know the difference. That I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really know the difference between them. So I have no clue. I had no clue. You understand, yeah? But this lady told me that it was gonna work. She was gonna do it for me. You understand? She knows what she's doing. First of all, when it comes to the corset bit, she said she's gonna use corset on all my on all the dresses, yeah? She didn't. She only used corset on mine and my one and my other sisters. The other one doesn't have any corset in it. It's just like plain. So I paid for a corset that I didn't really see on the dress. Yeah. Fabric wise, if she had told me that that fabric was not going to work for that style, I would have chose something completely different, like something that would work with that one, with the style. I mean, something I would have chose like a style that would work with the fabric because I'd already paid for the fabric already. You understand? But that wasn't the case. She told me something completely different, and later on, only for me to receive a dress that. So I feel like in some way it's not my fault because I did ask her several times if the material is gonna work for that. I mean, the fabric was gonna work with that style, and she said yeah. And then I asked her, "You gonna be able to do it?" And she said, "Yeah, I can do that definitely." In fact, she started just listing things that she was gonna do that I'm not end up for see really. But anyways, yeah. So that's literally what happened, and it's not like I communicated. That's one thing I know for sure. I did communicate with her, and when I asked for the dress when I asked for me to receive the dress on Saturday or for me to get this dress on Saturday, I did inform her like 2 days or 3 days in advance before even going there to pick up the dress, and she agreed that okay, it will be ready on Saturday. It's not like I just went there to just pick up the dress. That wasn't even the case, you understand? So that's literally what happened. What led to me receiving a dress that immediately I tried to sit down, it just ripped and just, yeah.